If you ever see something like this, run away.
What are you doing there? Eh? If you don't leave that place, get out. I'll call the police for you. But sir, yesterday I saw them at Asokoro. Today again I saw them here.
So there's a new style that thieves are using to operate in Abuja. I don't know if this is new, but it seems like it's what is trending. A viral video shows a lady exposing one of the tricks that armed robbers and thieves and, pocket snatchers are now using to attract and lure their victims. And it's been said that what they do is they use little children, sad-looking children who seem to appear piteous and who seem to also be in bad situation. Sometimes it could be a child hawking sachet water or other products like fruit or anything, and the time you see them, it appears as though whatever this said young child or children or adolescent or hawker is selling has fallen to the ground and is shattered and destroyed. Giving a scenario as though that his business or whatever he was doing has been spoiled and he may not go home to his boss or oga without suffering the consequences of damaging the goods he was giving to hawk. And when people see the child in such situation, they are moved and attracted to either go and help the child, support the child, or find a way to console the young fellow. And according to what is being said, the moment you leave your car or stop by to help this child, ask them what is happening and how their sachet water fell to the ground, it's either one or two things. You are now moved to give them money without any further consequences. You're probably moved to pay for all the damages that they may have incurred as it seemed. Or the second thing that may happen is that somebody or a group of people may come out of nowhere and begin to razzle you, more like attack you or threaten you or pretty much rob you.
If you are living in Abuja or in any other state in Nigeria, ensure you listen to this particular video because you can actually save yourself and save someone out there. Now, I have been noticing something in Abuja. In fact, it was my mom that drew my attention to this particular stuff. When you are moving in Abuja, especially in these quiet areas of Abuja, you will see some young boys. They are always young boys. They pretend as if they are selling pure water and broke their plastic that they are using to sell pure water. In most times, they are using black plastic rubber, which normally people hawking pure water always use white plastic. The ones I have seen so far are using black plastic. They pretend as if the plastic has broke. Then you see them with pure water all over the road. Then you see all their body is wet. Then most of them pretend as if they are crying to gain your sympathy. Now, I tried to stop for somebody, I think last week, and my mom told me that don't I know what has been trending? Like, this thing has been trending that even Ahmed Issa, that's Berekati family, has been mentioning this over and over again, that people should be careful. And I was shocked. I'm not feeling fine, but I had to come and do this video because it also happened today again. I'm going somewhere and I noticed a young boy in this axis of Asokoro, right, pretending in the same manner. And in fact, I took a short video from a distance, which I'm going to be posting it. Right now, you need to be very careful because these things now happen also at night. And if you're not careful at night, you see this young boy. They are always young boys that they use, small boys, so that you easily gain empathy because they are kids. You try to stop, right? Then somebody will just come out from the bush and rob you or do something to you. So let's be very, very careful, please and please. These people are always using different systems to actually hurt people, harm people, and extort people of their hard-earned money. Please and please be very careful. I'm sure maybe it's happening in other states, but I'm not in other states. I don't know. I'm living in Abuja, so I know the one happening here in Abuja.
It's such an unfortunate situation because at this point we may not even know what is real or what is fake. Imagine driving down the road and you see a little child with spilled products all over the floors, spilled sachet water or spilled fruits or spilled granules all around the floor close to his tray, and the child is crying, or the young girl or young boy is weeping bitterly because obviously they know that that situation is going to put them in a lot of trouble when they go back to their boss. Naturally, we are moved to help in such situation. We are moved, we are touched to go and help that child and maybe generous enough to pay for everything that has been destroyed. So what happens if in the process of doing so, you get robbed by the men or thieves who had used this child as a bait? What happens? What then do you now do? Does that mean you will not be moved if another time you see someone who is truly in such situation and it's not a scheme to attract or lure a victim? It's really unfortunate that the means these thieves are using nowadays, it's one of those means that are detrimental to a larger cause of people who may be generous or kind enough to naturally help people in such situation. And now when we see people who are truly in need of this help, we are not moved to help them because we feel that this might be one of those schemes. But for what it's worth, I feel like it most likely will be safer in the day in a more open area as compared to if you saw this happening at night. If you saw this happening at night, it's best you avoid the situation or throw the money from the vehicle. Do not come down from your vehicle to go and help. Do not come down from your car to go and see what's happening. You can be in your car, lock the door, and if you feel so generous or you're not sure if this is a real situation or a fake one, help from your vehicle and zoom off. Coming down from your vehicle will mean attracting the thieves to not only steal from your money in your wallet or in your pocket, they may also steal your car.
What are you doing there? If you don't leave that place, get out. I'll call the police for you. I saw you yesterday around Asokoro, and today you are here again. Banza kukoya abun kirki ba? What sort of children are you? What sort of children are you?
Enter your car and go, it's lying.
I know.
Enter your car.
I know. Yaram Banza, yesterday I saw them at Asokoro. Today again I saw them here. What are these kids turning into, for goodness sake? No, this is what they do now. They will just break their basket and then stay here and be begging. And look and see somebody just hit him. I saw this same guy at Asokoro yesterday with a broken basin and he poured the water on the floor. Then people will be giving them money. What is happening? Why are these kids like this, for goodness sake? What is happening?
In the daytime, the least that could happen, because I would assume these thieves may not want to show their face or come out from their hiding, after using these young people as bait. But I would believe the worst that could happen is that you will just end up paying money to this young child for something that was staged and fake, knowing that the sachet water did not burst. He just put it there just to draw attention and get money for people who will feel bad for them. So it's not exactly the one that is harmful or that may cause you harm in the daytime. But in the video circulating, we hear the woman talking about how she had seen this particular boy many times or in another location, and she had even come down to help the boy, only for her to come see him now in this new location doing the same thing that he had done previously. So guys, if you're watching this and you live in Abuja, or if you live anywhere else in Nigeria or in Africa or any part of the world, this could also be a scheme that is probably common in different parts of the world. So it's just good for us to recognize these things when we see them so that we can be a lot more careful, because these days people are preying on the good nature or the good mind or the kind heart of other people, and half the time this is where people say some people's good gets them in trouble. So I guess the moral lesson for me is, if I ever see a situation like this, if I am alone or excluded in the entire view of place, or knowing that it's a secluded or knowing that it's a deserted area or a scanty area where that is not so busy or on a highway, I will not leave my car or stop by to help. I will just continue. But if it's in a loud, rowdy place, I can understand or see the possibility of the worst that could be is that I gave a fake needy person my money. It's better than seeing a group of men from nowhere coming to razzle and steal my money because I stopped by to help a child who seemed like he or she was in trouble. Another thing again, or another scam I want to just add now, but this is the one that I had seen personally, and this happened in Port Harcourt. It's a group of young men, grown-up adults, I guess. It happened about 3 different times, and what they do is they tell you that they need your phone to call their own phone because it's missing, or to call a friend because they came to see a friend and they are unable to call the friend because they have run out of airtime or their battery is dead, that they need your phone to make that call. Up until now, I don't even know what that scheme was. I mean, I had seen it happen. Someone had tried to use that on me, but I suspected it was off because it did not make sense that as early as that morning they're trying to call a friend and the guy looked high and unkempt and tipsy. So maybe if he was properly dressed, I would have offered to help him or maybe fallen for the trap. But I later got to hear that it's a scheme that people use to get to access your phone or steal your phone or something. I don't even know what the scheme is. I don't know what they would do if you give them your mobile phone to make a phone call, and you know, would they run away with it, or would they just type some kind of code to steal money from your account or make transfer? So it's hard to tell. I'm not very sure, but there seem to be a lot of new ways these days that people create scams, the new ways for people to rob people, new techniques. These criminals try to come up with innovative ways every day to rob, hurt, and just steal from people. And most times we get to see people fall victims before it goes viral and before the rest of us learn, which is unfortunate because you don't want to be the one to fall victim for the rest to learn. You don't want to be the one to teach people lessons. So in as much as we have identified this new way, it's good that we are also alert to identify or observe other ways that these thieves or scammers are improvising to get to us, hurt us, and steal from us. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, comment any other ways you think these people are operating to steal and rob from us. If you've fallen victim before, let us know your experience in the comment section below. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, families, and people who you think should watch, and be very careful in the streets out there. So thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notification button so should there be any new video, you'll be the first to get notified. And if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.
If you are in Nigeria, ensure you listen to this particular video because you can save your life and save the lives of people that you love. Now, when I posted the first video, I felt like this was only happening in Abuja because I could only speak for the state I am in. Then after posting the video, a lot of people came to the comment section and they were mentioning different states. Then I realized that this issue is not just in Abuja, so please share the video. Now, the issue I have is that these boys are used in two ways. Security is your concern. The only person that would take care of your security 100% is nobody but you. So we have to be very careful, very watchful, and very vigilant. Now, these boys are used in two ways. Number one way in which they are used is you see them standing with their pure water scattered everywhere. They are crying. Naturally, as a human being, you feel sympathy for them because they are kids. You call them. Once you stop your car, they will approach you, and you're not giving them small amounts of money. When you see a child in that situation, you are practically giving them 1,500, 1,000, 2,000 and above. Do you understand me? Now, and they are mostly in around Asokoro, Powerhouse Junction, Guarumpa, and Life Camp, all these places. Now, the second way in which they are used is if you meet them in the afternoon, you are lucky. If you meet them at night and you stop your car, you are on your own, because another group of people will just come out on the bush, rob you. If you escape with your life, then we thank God. So we have to be very, very careful. Please and please, let's be careful. Let's be watchful. Let's be very vigilant. May God continue to protect us all.